Coffee good. Excuse me. So, just had some random thoughts off the top of my head. I didn't remember too much from a dream today. I don't know, I had this impression Joe pulled the plug on the internet, but, that's probably just fuzzy leftovers floating around in my brain. Fuzzy leftovers? Glitches, yeah. Glitches in my brain. Anyway, this whole idea just popped in my head, looking at this crypto stuff. Plan on doing another show, 2.0, on the kind of a follow-up to the previous video on Bitcoin, Rothschilds, Vatican connection. Just to go into further depth, because I know I made a few statements that I didn't show, in my mind anyway, adequate proof to back it up. So, try to cover all that. No, the idea is just because you believe in something doesn't make it real. And that should be pretty common logic, common knowledge for every adult, but a lot of us tend to want to live in this Disney World version of reality where, if you wish upon a star, dreams come true. Well, that's not how it happens. We don't unfortunately have that kind of power, or maybe fortunately, to just, like the, remember that book, The Secret? And you just concentrate all your mental energies long enough and, you'll have a Ferrari pop up, just bloop, in your driveway. Yeah. Sorry, you're going to be wishing for a long time for something like that to happen. Real world requires effort. Requires action. And how does that relate to crypto? Because crypto is a belief system. I call it a crypto cult of mammon. If you look at the Bible, there's the concept, quote from the Bible, man cannot serve God and mammon. Mammon being money, being the worship of money in particular. And we pretty much live in a society that worships money, materialism, wealth, physical, material wealth, capitalism. We're all told that we're consumers. Yeah, in order to get this this bubble further inflated, this crypto bubble, this Bitcoin bubble, which it's a massive bubble. Everybody, I think pretty much anybody investing realizes, man, this thing's crazy. It's not worth anything. It's completely fabricated. It's computer digits, and it's worth all this money. Let's hope it just keeps pumping up and making us all filthy rich, because it's a complete bubble. It's a complete belief system, and it requires enough people, enough suckers, that you got to widen the pond of suckers to dump their real wealth. Well, depends on how you define it. The dollar serves, and you can see it as much the same way. It requires faith to believe in the dollar, to believe in paper, to have some kind of value to make transactions, to buy real tangible things in the real world. But so crypto's not all that much different. The dollar's a little more stable and consistent, and backed by the biggest, baddest country on earth. But yeah, so it requires belief, and a lot of these people I've ran into, in my own little frolic into crypto and doing all my own research and reading countless articles and opinion pieces and arguments for and against. the people that are really on fire for Bitcoin and crypto are usually, 9 times out of 10 invested in it. So if you're invested in something, of course you're gonna want to believe in it. You're gonna want others to believe in it, so you get wealthier. It's like a pyramid scheme. It's like you selling a product that makes you a tiny little crumb of a percent with the promise of, hey, if you sign your friend up and their friends and their friends, and all of a sudden you're making enough income, passive income, to just sit back and do nothing and get paid for it. That would be nice, right? But in the real world, it doesn't happen too often. Now, if there's a few, get rich, filthy rich, quick stories about crypto, and you never ever, very often anyway, hear of all the, I lost all my money on crypto stories, do you? Because it's all controlled. The people that are in on this global currency pyramid scheme, Ponzi scheme, the guys with all the money control all the news. And now it's like this latest article, Goldman Sachs says Bitcoin is starting to mature as a real asset. So this is a decentralized, anti-establishment technology. Come on, quit kidding yourselves. It's a scam, and it amazes me. I have intelligent friends. One is a millionaire, and he got in probably at a good time before it really started pumping. And he got in and he started asking me questions like, hey man, what trading sites did you use, back in the day? And I gave him some advice, and I told him, Bitcoin is the mother of all, and they all follow the movements of Bitcoin. The second biggest being Ethereum is always a good, if you want to get in, it's always a good second, and it has been. I did the math, of course, while I was watching it, and it tanked during the COVID crash of all the markets. I could probably easily 10 times to whatever I put in. So yeah, put in $1,000 and you get $10,000 back. So that's not a bad payoff. But the problem is you never exactly know, unless you're on the inside, the little insider traders who, have shaken up the market to the point where all the small guys, lost their crap and bailed out. And so they gobbled up, and they own a large percentage, and they have all these supercomputers, and they have a pretty good idea where the bottom is and where to get in without losing a penny. That must be nice, right? Just being 100% certain now, whatever you dump in, millions, some of these people, you're going to get, X percentage back, 10%, 20%, 50%. And you have nothing to lose. And unfortunately, all the rest of us have a lot to lose if we hold. Or if we don't, then, like happened to me a lot of times, you just skim a little bit of percentage off my money. Skim a little bit off, over and over again. And I don't like being played like that. So that's, I guess, why so far I haven't. And knowing what's behind all this, I haven't been willing to get back in the game. And it is a game. It's a big game. But it still seems to be going up. It took a fall. I posted that, Bitcoin, the bigger they are, the harder they fall a couple days in advance. And it just took a correction. That was expected because it was insane, straight up numbers. And that should be expected. But if they want to keep this thing going, they'll let it correct a little bit. It'll inch back. I'm thinking maybe 30,000, maybe a little less. It might go back down to 20. That's the thing, you don't really know unless you're on the inside, and you're not part of the club, then you're just guessing. But you can get a rough idea. If they want to keep this thing going, if they want this to be continually in the headlines, it's the greatest investment, because you got to con intelligent investors like my friend who's a millionaire. I'm not saying he's conned. He's probably doing all right now, as long as he gets out at a good time. But you got to con these people who are otherwise fairly very intelligent, and they know how to manage their money, that this is a real asset worthy of investing their wealth into. And it takes a lot of indoctrination, a lot of propaganda, and that's what we've seen for ever since 2018. Constant financial, every financial paper, magazine, channel now has like a Bitcoin crypto expert. Yeah, they're all in on it. And the Rothschilds teaming up with the Vatican now to create a more fair and just economic system, and Bill Gates wanting his blockchain-based digital ID system. I mean, it's all coming to head right now, and all these conspiracy theories that all of us wackos have been, I don't know, I guess I haven't been pounding the pavement, I don't have a bloody fist, but I've been, just based on our understanding of Bible prophecy, saying for tens of, decades, a cashless society is coming, and, they need to have a total lockdown on our financial systems and our ability to buy and sell in order to enact this mark of the beast. Which any Christian that knows anything about their Bible should, believe in, or at least consider. So it's coming. And, I hope to do a show on it soon. I just wanted to share some thoughts this morning since I've been kind of in that habit. Ritual. I don't like ritual, but it's almost like a ritual at this point. I don't have any prophetic dreams, or whatever you want to call those, to share today with anybody, but just some of what's going through my mind. Time is short. They are hitting us. This is a multi-pronged attack to take down America and replace it like that phoenix. They want their new world order to rise from America's ashes. America is the last refuge of freedom, individualism. That's a bad word now in some people's minds, even Americans, because we've all got these collectivist glasses on, right? We've got the Pope. He's a prime collectivist. I mean, he recently called out the Capitol assault, whatever you want to call it. And he said, these groups need to be stopped regardless of the individuals who make up these groups. That's how collectivism works. And it makes it really easy to control people if you can, herd them all into different herds, into different groups, and pin them against each other, right versus left. It just goes on and on. Black versus white. The plight of the minorities. You take this angry minority group and you pin them against the dominant middle class in the country, and there you go. So yeah, this is how the game works. And it's, like I said, it's a multi-pronged attack. They're hitting us from as many angles as they can right now. Total internet patriot purge, thought crime, witch hunt going on right now on the internet. And like I said, if we can't make a stand for free ideas, for free speech, for free thought, free expression, we're done for in this country. It's over. You get rid of those, it's over. We don't have much time left. How are you going to resist? Right? And that's what they want. They want to metaphorical cut the tongue out. They want to reduce our ability to fight back on every level. Now you have the new administration, Biden administration, the head of Homeland Security, which is going to be a big issue, obviously, throughout this whole administration. Oh, guess where he trained? Loyola Law School. There's that. Yet another road leading to Rome. They've got a lot of tentacles. Like I said, if you just look up how many people in positions of power around the world are Jesuit educated. They're very well organized, and they've had thousands of years to push for their new world order, and now seems like it's go time. So stay close to God, keep your faith, stay strong, people, and just help each other out. One thing I really am hoping for is that more patriots will band together, because we need numbers. And I'm not saying form militias and arm up. I'm just saying stay in communication and help each other out. You know, that's what social media should be for. Like, we support like-minded people and support causes we believe in, and hopefully support little guys like me that are dedicating, my time and efforts to, I think, a worthy cause of promoting liberty and the ideas that made this country great, and everything that we are in danger of right now losing. Because not enough people value these principles, from the Reformation to the founding of this country. These are things that we should be making cool, man, glorifying. If kids never hear this stuff, then they'll just follow the flock, they'll follow the herd. And man, if you look at some of these thought leaders for the kids these days, I mean, they are complete clowns, and there's no doubt, there's no wonder why. Yeah, it's all mind control. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll cut it short. I hope this is short. I don't know, I can't tell. Once I start talking, time just flies, so could have been 20 minutes already. I don't know. Keep in touch. God bless everybody. See ya.